I tell you something that took me far too long to realize? Most course creators don't have a marketing problem, they have a guilt problem. They know their course could help people, they know they've put time into creating it, and they know they solve real problems. But every time they go to post about it, they freeze. Because suddenly all the thoughts start showing up. Like, what if people think I'm only posting to make money? What if I'm annoying? What if I sound too pushy? What if no one buys? What if everyone sees me trying and it doesn't work? So instead of promoting the course, they create another educational post, another motivational quote, another tip, another carousel, another reel, anything except actually talking about the thing they're trying to sell. And here's the irony. The people who need their course never hear about it. Not because the course isn't good, but because the creator is too uncomfortable to promote it. If that sounds familiar, I need you to stay with me, because today I want to talk about how to completely change the way you think about selling on Instagram. Not by teaching you tricks, not by teaching you about manipulation, not by teaching you high converting psychological hacks. I want to show you how you can promote your course in a natural way that feels authentic and helpful and genuinely aligned with who you are. Because the goal isn't becoming a better salesperson. The goal is becoming better at helping people discover solutions. And those are very different things. Hi, I'm Hayley and welcome back to the Insert Here project. This channel is all about helping entrepreneurs, course creators, service providers, and small businesses turn what they know into profitable assets. Whether it's a course, a digital product, a personal brand, or even an entire business. And today we're talking about something that I think holds more creators back than algorithms ever could. The fear of promotion. I've been there. Because I meet so many talented people who spend months creating incredible courses, then spend 5 minutes telling people about them. And when nobody buys, they assume their course wasn't good enough. But that's often not the problem. The problem is visibility. People can't buy what they don't see. So let's talk about why promotion feels so uncomfortable in the first place. Because I've been there. I want you to think about the stereotypical salesperson, the pushy one, the manipulative one, the person who keeps talking even when you've already said, no, thank you, the person who makes you feel pressured. Most of us have experienced that at some point. And because of that, we've unconsciously associated with selling with being annoying. So when it's our turn, we immediately pull back. We don't want to be that person. The problem is we're comparing ourselves to a bad salesperson instead of comparing ourselves to a good educator. Let me ask you a question. If your friend was struggling with something and you knew exactly how to help them, would you feel guilty offering advice? No, of course you wouldn't. Why? Because your intention is service, not manipulation. The same principle applies to your course. If your course is genuinely to help people solve a problem, promoting it isn't selfish. Keeping it hidden might be. I know that sounds strange, but I want you to think about it. Someone cannot benefit from a solution they never discover, which means promotion isn't separate from helping people. Promotion is part of helping people. And once that clicks, everything starts to change. Now let's talk about the mistake most creators make when they finally decide to promote, because it's usually the exact opposite of what works. This is one of the biggest mindset shifts I can give you. People don't buy courses, they buy outcomes. Nobody wakes up thinking, I really hope I can buy a 6-module course today. Nobody. They wake up and they think, oh, I wish I knew how to get more clients. I wish I could stop feeling overwhelmed. I wish I could finally launch my business. I wish I understood social media better. They care about the destination, not the vehicle. Imagine you're selling a bridge. Nobody wants a bridge. What they want is access to the other side. Your bridge, your course is the bridge. The transformation is the destination. So instead of consistently talking about your course, talk about the life your course helps create. Talk about the problem it solves. Talk about the struggle your audience is experiencing. Talk to them about the breakthrough they've been searching for, because people connect with their problems long before they connect with your solution. This is where Instagram becomes incredibly powerful. Most people think selling means consistently telling people to buy, but great course educators do something different. They teach, they demonstrate expertise, they create small wins, they build trust. Think about your favorite teacher. The reason you listened, and it probably wasn't because they kept asking you for money. The reason you listened was because they kept helping you, and eventually you trusted them. Instagram, it works in a similar way. Every reel, every carousel, every story, every piece of content should answer one question. How can I help someone today? When consistently helping people, promotion stops feeling forced because your audience already understands your value. They've experienced it. They've learnt from you. They've seen your expertise. At that point, inviting them into your course feels natural and not salesy. Here's where most people get stuck. They educate endlessly and then they never actually make an offer, which creates a completely different problem. I see this all the time. People become content creators instead of business owners. They're posting, they're teaching, they're sharing, they're helping, they're providing value, and they're doing everything except asking for the sale. Imagine walking into a cafe and the staff are friendly, the coffee smells amazing, the environment is perfect, but nobody tells you where to order. No one shows you where the menu is. No one asks if you'd like a coffee. Eventually you'd leave, not because you didn't want the coffee, because nobody made it easy to buy. Your audience needs an invitation, not pressure, invitations, and there's a difference. Pressure says, buy now. An invitation says, if you're ready for the next step, here's how we can help. And that is a completely different energy, and people can feel that. Now, let's get practical. One of my favorite ways to promote a course is through stories, not Instagram stories, like actual stories. Talk about a client, talk about your own journey, talk about a mistake, talk about a breakthrough. Talk about what changed, because stories bypass resistance. People don't feel sold to, they feel connected. Another powerful approach is showing behind the scenes. Show how your course was created. Show what students are learning. Show your thought process. Like what happens inside the program. Transparency builds trust. Trust reduces resistance. And another one I love is teaching a concept while naturally mentioning where someone can learn more. Not every piece of content needs to be a sales pitch. Sometimes it's enough to say, if you'd like help implementing this, that's exactly what we cover inside my course. Simple, natural, helpful. No awkward energy required. I think many creators assume people buy because of information, but information is everywhere. YouTube has info, Google has information, AI has information. People buy because of trust, because of confidence, because of connection, because they believe you're the person who can help them. And trust isn't built through one sales post. It's built through hundreds of interactions over time. The reel they watched 3 months ago, the carousel they may have saved, the story that they related to, the lesson that helped them, the advice that changed something. By the time many people buy, they've already decided whether or not they trust you. The sales post simply it gives them somewhere to go. And I think understanding that changes your mindset, because then you're now promoting and you're not having to convince people because you've already been consistently showing up and people trust you. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Promoting your course is not something separate from helping people. It's a part of helping people, because if your course genuinely creates transformation, and if it genuinely solves a problem, if it naturally moves someone more closer to the life that they want, then talking about it isn't selfish, it's responsible. The goal isn't becoming louder, the goal isn't becoming pushier, and it's not about being someone you're not. The goal is becoming comfortable in sharing the solutions, because people cannot buy what they don't know exists. They cannot be helped if they never discover it. And that's why promotion does matter. Not because you want a sale, but because you want to help someone and you have a solution. I'd love to know in the comments, what's the biggest thing stopping you from promoting your course right now or your digital product? Is it confidence? Is it fear of being judged? Is it rejection? Or is it just simply you just don't know what to post? Let me know. And if you're interested in course creation, social media, branding, online education, make sure you subscribe because that's exactly what we talk about here on the Insert Here project. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. But remember this, the right people aren't annoyed that you're talking about your course. They're grateful they finally discovered it. And if you need help building a course, a digital product, reach out to us. Our email is admin@theinserthereproject.com. We are taking on clients, so let us help you if you need it. Thanks.